So hello viewers, Assalamualaikum. My name is Usaid Talent and I'm Rehan School, Korangi campus level 1 student. So today is our special guest. His name is Kirk Hazlett. So we will learn about like where he lived and where he studied and what is her journey. So much etc. So first of all, hello, hi, how are you? Are you listening me?
Yes, I'm very well. I'm doing very well. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me, and I'm looking forward to talking.
Thanks. So my first, can you give me your introduction, please?
Well, I'm Kirk Hazlett, and I am at this point in my life, I am retired, but I have been a public relations professional. I worked in the public relations field for 30 years, and then I taught public relations at universities in Massachusetts and now in Florida for about 20 years. So been doing it. First learned what I was doing, and now I'm teaching others how to do it, and it's a lot of fun. But public relations, and I'll just say for now, public relations wasn't where I planned to be in my life. I thought I would be a college professor teaching English literature, and things changed, and I wound up in public relations, and we'll talk about that later on.
Wow, nice. So thank you for giving me your introduction to my viewers. So thank you for my next question is that can you share what inspired you to pursue a career in communication and public relation or not?
Well, that was just what I was talking about. Is my first degree was in English literature, and I thought I was going to be a professor somewhere. Then things changed. I graduated from college in 1968, and there was something going on called the Vietnam War, and I wound up in Vietnam teaching English as a second language. And but as part of my Air Force career, I was doing more and more things that were not teaching. So I decided, well, I'll get a second degree in business management because I figured that would help me to prepare for a life in business. And I had to take an elective course, something just anything I wanted to take. And you always, for electives, you look for the easiest thing you can find. And I found this course. It was called Introduction to Public Relations. And I read the description and I said, this is easy. I can do this. So I signed up for the course, got the book, started reading the book, and I said to myself, wow, this is what I've been doing for the last 6 years in the Air Force. I just didn't know that's what it was called. So that was how I made a change from English literature teaching to public relations because I, by accident, found the profession that I really, really love doing. And that's how we got into it.
Wow, nice. So thank you for giving me answer of my question. So my next second question is that can you tell me about how was your experience as an adjunct professor of communication at the University of Tampa or not?
Well, that's a good question. And it has been very, very rewarding. I What I love about teaching is introducing people to what I have done all my life as a professional, and hopefully getting them excited about the same thing. And so when I came to the University of Tampa, my wife and I moved here from Massachusetts, excuse me, from Massachusetts. And I was invited to teach at the University of Tampa. And what I found was that truly the students wanted to know what this career field was all about. And a lot of my teaching colleagues don't have experience. They've just studied it. I've worked in the field, so I know what I'm talking about. And so it's been a lot of very fun because I see people get excited and say, I want to do that too. And it's rewarding because I see my former students moving up in their career fields, doing what they love doing. So again, wonderful experience, and I would love to continue doing it.
Wow, nice. So my next question is that thank you for giving me answer of my question. So my next question is that can you tell about as a former president of PRSA, sorry, your PRSA, Boston, what leadership lessons did you learn from that role? My question is that.
That's a very good question. And one of the things that I learned, and I knew this anyway, but this really helped me to understand that communication is very important. You can't just assume that other people know who you are, what you're talking about, and that you have to have the conversations. You have to listen. I'm on the board of directors of what's referred to as the Global Listening Center. And the main mission of the Global Listening Center is just that, the importance of listening. What are people saying? How can you help them find the answer to their questions? So that was the biggest lesson I learned. But a second lesson was that not everybody agrees with you. So sometimes you have a little bit of a maybe discussion about what you're trying to do. And usually they agree, but sometimes they do not. That's okay. Everyone has an opinion, and you have to listen and do what's the right thing. So that was what I learned as president of PRSA Boston.
Okay, so thanks for giving me answer of my question. So okay, so my next question is that can you tell me about you have taught at Regis College and worked at several universities. What do you enjoy most about teaching students? My next question is that.
That's a
Oh,
good
sorry.
question. Yeah.
Okay.
And um, truly, for me, teaching has been the reward of teaching is helping others find their path, find where they want to go with their career, with their life. And as I say all the time, I don't expect you to do what I think is the most fun thing to do. I want you to figure out what you want to do, and I will do my best to help you get there. So, teaching at Regis College and all of the different universities where I taught, it was just that, listening to the student, hearing what he or she wanted to know, and then helping that person find their path. So it's continually a rewarding experience, and I'm glad that I do it.
Wow, nice. Thank you for giving me good answer of my question. So, okay, my next question is, can you tell me about at Boston Harbor Fest? You served on the board of directors. What was the most rewarding part of that work? Can you tell me, please?
I, you know, we need 2 hours for me to talk about this. I, what I loved about being with Boston Harbor Fest was we helped a major city in the United States build its visitor numbers, when we started Boston Harbor Fest during the summertime, the city was dead. Nothing was happening. Restaurants were closed because there was no business. We started, we began attracting people, and the entire city benefited from what we did. And that was to me the most rewarding experience was seeing a city succeed because of something that I, with a wonderful team, was able to do.
Wow, nice. My next question. Thank you for giving me answer of my question. My next question is that can you tell me about you studied business, you studied and business management and marketing at Golden Gate University. How has that shaped your career journey? My next question is that.
That's, this is something once again that I share with my students is I with my first degree in English literature, I was very, very happy. I studied, I did the things I loved, I took courses that I loved taking. But they it wasn't where I wanted to go with my own professional life. And my degrees from Golden Gate University helped me to identify my strong points, what I could do, what I do best, and helped me to move up in my own career. Because when I would sometimes I would change a job, go to a job that required some extra kinds of skills, business skills, not literature skills. I would take courses that taught me. For example, I took accounting courses. Not that I love accounting, but I realized that I needed to understand. And I had a financial officer, my chief financial officer at one organization, say, "You are the first public relations person we've ever had who understood accounting." And I go, "Yeah." So it's very, so I once again, I encourage students to take different courses, learn different things, because you never know, somewhere later in your life, you'll need that information.
Okay, so nice. And your various like in your in United States there is 2 p.m. Sorry, yes, 2 hours like 2 p.m. and there is in Pakistan time there is 11 a.m. like there is night time. So I am sleeping like like that.
Ah, sorry, the time difference is difficult.
Oh, it's okay. So thank you for giving me answer of my question. Okay, so my next question is that can you tell me about what role does storytelling play in successful public relation or campaign? My question is that.
Well, as you've noticed, I've been telling stories all through this. Storytelling does just that. It turns your message into something entertaining instead of you going, "Okay, I have to listen to the teacher tell me what to do." No, storytelling adds real life to your message. It's very, very important. And throughout my public relations career, I have always found people besides myself, someone else who can tell the story of how my organization helped him or helped her. So, very important. And it's a must have piece of your communication program.
Wow, nice. So, thank you for telling me about your story. So, my next question is that can you tell me about how do you balance academic teaching with real world industry or experience? Can you tell me, please?
From this is from my perspective, from my point of view, it's an absolute must. You have to know what's happening in your career area, your profession. You can't just say, well, I read this in the book and the book said this. No, what I do in the classroom, I say, we're talking about this in the book. This happened yesterday. What would you do? And it makes the students start to think and they go, yeah, this is real. It's not just something in a book. This is real life. People are experiencing these things. How can I help them? So it's 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 just that I constantly just, and again I tell students all the time, I watch. I think I'm retired, maybe. I watch 6 television news programs every day. 6. Why? Because I want to know what's happening everywhere, because it's my job. How is it going to affect me, affect my organization? So the two, you have to stay current in current affairs activities, what's going on in the world, so that you can balance that and relate it to what you're studying.
Wow, nice. So, okay, my next question is that can you tell me please can you tell me please your favorites, like can you tell me what is your favorite personalities?
I'm sorry, what is my favorite
Yes, yes, like what is your favorite personalities?
personality?
Yes, yes, yes.
It's hard to say. I don't, um, I really can't think right now. It's people that I think that I can't give a name right now. What I look for in when I look at people out in the world is, what is this person doing that is making a positive difference for someone else. So there's a lot of people like that. It's hard for me to say exactly one person who's the perfect person like that, but I'm looking for people who make a difference, but from the heart, not from the wallet, not from the pocketbook, from the heart.
Wow, nice. So my next question is that can you tell me about your favorite dishes, like food in your country, like United States?
Food,
Yes, yes.
uh, a lot of different things. My wife is Chinese, so we eat a lot of Chinese and Asian foods, and I like everything as long as it's well done and well prepared. I like everything. I like to travel, and when I travel, I go to whatever country I'm in, and I have try their food to see what is it like. Sometimes I like it, sometimes not so much, but you don't know till you try. Don't be afraid to try.
Wow, nice. So my next question is that can you tell me about um, where you born? Like what where you born? Can you tell me country? Her
Where I
name?
was born,
Yes,
I was
yes.
born in Georgia, state in the United States here. lived in a small town, and grew up in a lifestyle where everyone knew everyone. Then I moved out into the world, and I have lived in Manila in the Philippines. I have lived in Saigon in Vietnam. I have lived in Honolulu, Hawaii. Uh, Lived in a lot of different cities and liked some of them not so much. But I always remember growing up in a community that was family. Everyone looked out for everyone. And it's what helped me to be who I am today.
Wow, nice. So thank you for talking me, and thanks for giving me answer of my question. So my next last question is that can you tell me about what advice would you give young students who want to build a career in communication or public relation?
That is a good question, and I'm glad you asked that. My advice is just this: don't sit in your bedroom with your books reading. Go out, meet people, meet people who, if you think you're interested in this profession, this career field, talk to people who work in that career field. Find out what it's really like. And then you can decide, do I really want to do this? Again, I go back storytelling, one last story. When I graduated from high school and was going to college, I thought I wanted to be an engineer. I had worked for 3 summers for the in Georgia and where I was born for the highway department building highways. And I thought it was an interesting career field. So I went to school to study engineering. I did not talk to anyone. I just signed up and went to study. The very first course I took, I realized I did not like engineering. What do you do? I wish I had known that I could talk to other people. I did not talk to other people. So what I advise, recommend is get an idea where you think you want to focus and find people. Ask your teachers, ask your parents. Do you know someone who works in this field that you can introduce me to? Go talk to that person and get an idea. Does it really sound as interesting as I think it does? And it will help you to, as you move ahead, instead of being like this, get more and more of a focus on where you want to go. So get out there, network, ask questions, then make your decisions, but be willing to change if it doesn't work.
Oh, nice. So your advice is so good, and I salute your advice. So thank you for talking me. So viewers, this is our special guest. Like I tell you, I do interview with long time. Like there is 24 minutes, but I do interview 30 minutes. But my this is in Pakistan. This is our sleeping time. Like Pakistan boys sleeping time. Like there is. So I am
Mm.
like that. I'm
Uh,
thought
I
sleeping.
know. Okay, well, listen. Well, thank you very much. I've really enjoyed this, and I hope that your listeners and viewers have learned something. That's what it's all about: is sharing information and telling people, reassuring others that it's okay. to make a mistake. You learn from your mistakes and then you move forward. So I've really enjoyed this. Thank you very much. Now you can go to sleep.
Wow, nice. So thank you for talking me. So we were this. I tell you, this is our special guest. His name is Kirk Hazlett. Kirk Hazlett. So we will meet with next special guest. So thank you for talking me. So Allah Hafiz viewers and Allah Hafiz also you. Like goodbye.
Thank you very much. Okay. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much.